Today I would like to share with you guys my experience that I've had with my wyandottes, my Easter eggers. I have bar rock and I have a black sexling. Which one has given me the most production of eggs, and how their temperament is, how they get along, who's the bully in the flock, the colors of their eggs and the size of their eggs. So these came from 2 bar rocks. All my blue ones came from 1 Easter egger, and all my pink ones came from 4 wyandottes. As you can see, the ones that gave me the biggest eggs are from my bar rock. My Easter egger and my wyandotte eggs are almost the same size. So she is a blue wyandotte. Those 2 over there are my barred rock. Those are my best egg layers that I have. I have 2 of them, and I also have a barred rock wyandotte, which she gives me pink eggs. My bar rock ladies are pretty chill. They stay by themselves, not by themselves, but in the flock. They're not bullies or anything. And this is my Easter egger. Her name is Rose. She's the pretty girl who gives me blue eggs, like a teal, not teal, it's more like a blue, almost greenish, bluish, eggs. These are my Barb Rock beauties. These babes give me this egg. No pecking, Rose. She over there, her name is Chicken Little. She is my black sex link. She's supposed to be like an early egg layer. They say 15 weeks, the youngest, but she will be a year in April, and she has not laid any eggs for me yet. She's really sweet, honestly. She gets bullied the most, poor baby. Now these right here are my blue wyandottes. They are a little bit of my bullies of the flock, and I don't know, because they were like the oldest. So when I got my girls, I got my 4 wyandottes first. She's a wyandotte right here, a blue wyandotte. Wyandotte. I got my 4 wyandottes first, and maybe that's why they are the bullies of the group. But as egg layer production, they do fairly well. They do maybe an egg every other day. But like I said, these are from 4 wyandottes. 4 wyandottes. All my pink eggs, 4 wyandottes. 4. These are just from 2 girls. The majority come from my 2 girls, and they are significantly bigger than the rest of the eggs. And my Rose, she lays an egg probably like 4 times a week. So out of those 5 days, out of the 7 days of the week, she gives me 5 eggs in a week. Her name is Eva. She is the biggest, thickest of my flock. She's my biggest bully. She has not laid any eggs for me either. So all my wyandottes, except for her, have laid eggs. She will be a year in February. So in conclusion, my bar rocks are my best layers. I will get bar rock if you want to start strong, like biggest bang for your buck in the beginning, if you want to hit the road running. So bar rock, I know black astrolarbs are good egg layers, and anything with the sex link are supposed to be really good egg layers. My Chicken Little, it hasn't laid yet, so I can't tell you her production, or I can only I can only share her temperament with you guys. She's really, I think she's like the most skittish of them all, but she's really sweet. She doesn't fight with anybody. Everybody bullies her, and I don't think she's the smallest one because her and my Easter egg are the same size. Now, as for wyandottes, they have gone broody, or the beginnings of broody. I always shush them out of their nesting box when they start getting broody. Broody is when they want to hatch eggs, so they'll go in their nesting box and sit on top of the other lady's eggs or their own, and they don't want to get out. They think they're gonna be a mom pretty soon, and they just want to sit. They'll stop eating, they'll stop drinking water, so you have to like pick them up and put them in the ground again. And mine have not gone to the extent of they want to be there like 24/7. So I usually, if they do that, just want to take them out, remove them from the flock, and just put them like in a little cage where they can sit down. I know it's kind of cruel, but that's the only way you could break them. Also, I heard cold water baths, because when they get broody they get really hot, but I have not tried that either. So my wyandottes have gone broody. They give me an egg every other day or every 2 days, and they are my bullies of the flock. But at the same time, I don't know, because they were the oldest ones. I got 4 first, and then 2 months later I got my other 4, and they think they're the boss of the clan or the flock. The reason I got my Easter egger, it's because they're just so beautiful, and I wanted blue eggs. And honestly, they had told me that I have heard a lot that Easter eggers are loud and they are rowdy, and that has not been my experience. So I believe every chicken is like us. Everybody has their own personality. Obviously, some of them have traits alike, but they're special just like you and I believe. So there is my beautiful Easter egger. She is really calm. She's really smart. She's the one that figured out how to get out of her coop, out of her run. Our run is not predator proof, because I only keep them here in the mornings, and then I take them inside our Lonnie, our covered Lonnie, at night. Hi, you came to say hi? You came to say hi. This is my barred rock. For the most part, she stays pretty chill and not too loud, except when they're laying their eggs. But their songs doesn't last that long. I haven't caught them singing for you guys yet, but she's my pretty girl. She lays really big brown eggs. So I hope that helped for you guys. When I was starting my flock, I didn't really have that much information. I have HOA. I didn't want to get caught having really loud girls, but in the beginning, what I did is when they would start being really loud, I would just spray them with water, as like you train a dog. And they're really smart. They really caught up to it. They're pretty quiet for the most part. I noticed that when I have them in the run, they don't make that much noise when they lay eggs. But that's because all their chick stage, pullage stage, they were inside their coop. And I believe once they got out here, they're like, oh, freedom. They go underneath my shed. That's the way they protect themselves from hawks, since we do have hawks here. They run down there. They're looking for some treats. So if you're trying to hide chickens from HOA, just buy them. Just get them. Try to make it as inexpensive and affordable in the beginning in case you do have issues. One thing I do want to share about my experience is that we are kind of like 1 foot in suburban and 1 foot in like agriculture, more like bigger land. People don't care. So um, outside our community there are chickens, there are roosters. A couple of blocks away they had a cow. I haven't seen it lately. I always go drive through there and stare at the cow. um, and by the big road, our closest road, they had cows grazing around. So maybe the big reason that I can hide my chickens from HOA is because there are roosters and there are chickens all around our outside of our community. But you could hear them. I could hear them, the roosters in the morning. So my chickens might get camouflaged by the roosters. If you live like in HOA where like Orlando, where it's just like community, community, you might not be able to get away with it as much as I have been able. This is gonna be my first year of having my chickens, and um, my neighbor saw that I had chickens and he got chickens too. So hopefully it spreads around and we get a community to allow chickens here.